What's up, guys? Athena Soldiers here. So I want to talk to you guys today about the comparison between Treyarch and Infinity Ward overpowered weapons. You look back at Infinity Ward, you go to Call of Duty 4. Most overpowered gun. What was it? Everyone's going to say it, the M16. We all know it. A lot of people used it. If you did game battles, that was the gun you would use. People would use that gun. I don't know why. It's just how it is. So with that said, the continuing of their assault rifles that are pretty powerful, Infinity Ward has a knack of keeping a very big selection of assault rifles, all with pretty good stats, and all in all, they're a well balanced gun in the game. Didn't used to be, not in Call of Duty 4, they were not. I'll give you that. Modern Warfare 2, a lot of people do use different guns. I don't remember the most powerful guns in Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. I guess they all sort of blended in besides the Striker. The Striker was a very powerful shotgun. But Infinity Ward always makes sure that the assault rifles, there are plenty of them, and they're all pretty damn strong. Now, they did bring M16 back. We all know that. We've seen it. Was it as good as it was in COD 4? No, they sort of nerfed it down a lot. And it's a good thing, because in COD 4, the M16 was the only gun people would use. Everyone called it the noob gun. It was a very strong gun. It got the job done, and you really wouldn't run out of bullets, because if you hit that those 3-round bursts that first time, you're good to go. You look at World War, Treyarch made that one. And the MP40, their submachine gun, was their highlight of that game. Strongest gun in that game. Everyone called it the noob can. You would put on Juggernaut and walk around with the MP40. You're going to win. You're going to get kills. You'll obviously die, but you're going to get some kills out of that thing. I mean, that's a very powerful weapon. I would always stick with the Thompson. I always like to think of it as the anti-MP40 gun, or the STG, or the Gwir. I don't remember how you pronounce that one, but that's what I called it, the Gwir. It was the one shot, but it was all very nice. All in all, the submachine gun, the MP40 from Treyarch, ruled that game. We all know it did. Everyone called it the noob gun. Like I said, if you put the round clip on that gun, it was one of the extra little attachments you could put on. It had more bullets than a light machine gun. It doesn't make sense. An LMG had less bullets than a submachine gun, and you had all the mobility, more damage, higher rate of fire, and you were good to go. It was like holding an LMG with all the benefits of not holding an LMG. It doesn't make sense. And so Treyarch always likes to have their SMGs top notch. We've seen that, and it's kind of continuing on where it's just like where Call of Duty 4 always has, continues on with Infinity Ward. Their assault rifles are always a force to be reckoned with, and although there are other guns in the game, you'll see a lot of assault rifles. Just like in this game, I'm sure there's more assault rifles than any other gun. And this Modern Warfare 3, if it seems kind of laggy, I apologize. A lot of the games I was getting for Modern Warfare 3 were kind of laggy. This is the least laggy of them all. So I got lucky with this one. I don't know what's going on with that game, but I guess it's just because Black Ops 2 came out, no one really gives a shit, so they like stopped trying to fix it. It is a bit laggy, and it's a bit trippy, and it's kind of sketch. And so I apologize for the gameplay on that aspect. But it's the first game back, trying to get ready for COD Ghosts, actually. So, and everyone's saying it plays a lot like Modern Warfare 3. So here I am in Modern Warfare 3. So if you look, like I said, SMGs, Treyarch, assault rifles, Infinity Ward. You look at Black Ops 2. Alright. I'm going to skip Black Ops, because Black Ops actually had a pretty well-rounded everything. I liked Black Ops, but actually, no, we'll go to Black Ops. I'll say that the AK-74U from Black Ops is probably one of the most powerful guns. Now, obviously, the assault rifle of the FAMAS was one of the most widely used, but the SMG, the 74U, was quite the powerhouse. Now, it was only close quarters combat, and I'll give you that, but honestly, if you use the 74 versus the FAMAS, you'll probably win with the 74. It had a lot of damage. Shot pretty quick. You put rapid fire on that thing, there's no way you're going down. A rapid fire 74U is like an insane weapon. Once again, though, they did have very strong SMGs, and they continue to keep on with their strong SMGs. Both companies seem to pick one genre of weapons that they like the most, and they make that one super efficient. Don't get me wrong, the FAMAS was an awesome weapon. Everybody used it. I was a bigger fan of the G36C and the AK-47, but the 74U was quite the powerhouse in that game. Any rushers, it was either the MP5, because that was pretty efficient, or the variation of it in Black Ops, I don't quite remember. I think it was the MP5 still. Like the MP5K. And the 74U. Alright. I can't go back to Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, because I honestly super don't remember. Besides the Striker, Modern Warfare 3, nothing really stuck out to me besides the secondaries in this game. You look at Black Ops 2, everyone knew in the beginning of this game, submachine guns ran the field. They dominated. They owned it. They owned the game. It would go, let's see here. People would rock the PD-40 or PDW, like 57 or whatever it is, the PDW. Until they nerfed it, extremely powerful. Very strong. You put that little laser sight on it, dead on accuracy, very powerful. Quite a few bullets for an SMG. kind of like a remake in the MP40. I mean, with the amount of bullets that it holds like 50 in a clip. Holds a lot. Quite a powerhouse. You have a lot of the mobility. Actually, you have full mobility, and you're not pulled back by anything. Had pretty good distance before they nerfed it, and the MSMC was actually a stronger SMG than that was. Less bullets, but it took less bullets to kill someone. I think it only took 2 or 3, where other ones would take 3 or 4. So that one less bullet actually means a lot, especially in close quarters combat. You think about Black Ops 2 and their assault rifles. I mean, they're alright. They're not bad. I'm not saying, oh, they're all terrible. They're not. They're not terrible. I just really didn't like any of their assault rifle selection, and that's why Black Ops 2 for me was not really a super awesome game. I'm a much more bigger assault rifle fan than I am SMG fan. And that's why I'm kind of glad about COD Ghost, because I'm hoping they're going to stick true to the way they always give you a big selection of assault rifles. Sure, 1 or 2 might be overpowered, and I'm sure they'll nerf it, but I always like the big selection. Like I said, my favorite assault rifle in this game, in Modern Warfare 3, was the FAD. I loved the FAD. Don't know why, I just did. I put a silencer on it and always rocked it. I love the FAD. In Search, I used it. Awesome gun. So I'm kind of hoping that with the if it all continues down the line like it has been, Treyarch always has very powerful SMGs, pretty small close quarters combat on Black Ops 2, which let it rain, really took over the field. And their assault rifles were okay at best. I would give them a subpar. MTAR was not bad. I can't remember the second one right next to the MTAR. A lot of people use that one. I was not a big fan, especially of the AK. I wasn't a big fan of that one either. Kind of, I don't know. I don't like the AN 90 or 94 or whatever they called it. I was like, just call it the AK, bro. Let's just bring it back. Call it the AK. It's a very reliable gun. We all know it is. Even in real life, it's extremely reliable, super durable. Could be the noob gun in real life, right? Very easy to handle, pretty easy to maintain, doesn't really break. Sounds like a good gun. And I'm hoping with COD Ghost they stick true. And they stay with their assault rifle, kind of the variety and the strengths of the assault rifle. Because I'm not a big fan of SMGs. Like I said, that's why Black Ops 2 kind of fell behind for me. Now you guys might disagree with me and be like, well, SMGs are better, and that's fine. That's fine. But all I'm saying is that I personally really do love assault rifles. That's my thing. That's what I love to have. And that's what I want to continue to have, right? That's what I want to play the game with, is assault rifles. So if COD and Infinity Ward sticks with their assault rifle things, I'm going to love this next Call of Duty. It's going to be awesome. If they veer somewhere else and they go for either snipers or shotguns or strongest, I don't know how I'm going to feel. I like the selection that they're going to, like they have in all of the Infinity Ward games for assault rifles. And I'm not a big fan of the SMGs. Does it make all the Treyarch games bad? I love Black Ops. The first Black Ops, oh man, I played the hell out of me some Black Ops. I did. I love that game. Black Ops 2 really lost me. I really lost touch on Black Ops 2. I don't know why. To me, something about it just really didn't click. Was not a fan. Never got used. I got used to it. I got okay at it. But I played, what, 10 days on Modern Warfare 3, which wasn't even as much as I played on COD 4. I had like 50 days on COD 4. But with Black Ops 2, I just recently got 3 days. I didn't play much Black Ops 2. I recently started playing it the last couple months just for fun. Like before GTA come out, I would play that game because I was like, fuck, there's nothing to do. I'll just play some Black Ops 2. So I kind of rhymed. That should be my rhyme. But like I said, it's just funny to me how each company has their select group of weapons that they like to make a little bit stronger or a little bit better than the other weapons. Doesn't mean they're not kind of balanced. I'm just saying the MP40 SMG, way overpowered. M16 from Call of Duty 4, wow. I don't even know if you took those two guns and they put them in the same game, what gun people would pick. They'd either pick the MP40, they'd pick the M16 out of either little set class and go at each other. I don't know who would win that. Maybe distance M16, but close up, man. Until you get the hip fire down, there's no way in hell. But I just wanted to compare the two. Let me know if you're a bigger SMG or assault rifle fan, how you think this new game is going to be, if you think the weapons will be balanced. We shall all see, I suppose. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We love you. I'm out. Peace.